And we're back. As you can tell by the previous screen recording, I haven't finished eating. I'm gonna sleep soon. I'm tired as fuck. My phone got too hot. Bitches got hot. So we're gonna be checking out the finale of this video, and after that, sleep time. So without further ado, see, I don't know how to do this. We changed the interface of YouTube. Come on, hermano. ¿Cómo posible que no lucras? ¿Cómo tú lucras, hermano? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cheat the system. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Wait. There you go.
It's like most people have setbacks when they
Bro.
lose weight. And during some setbacks, I decided to film. And
I'm
I
gonna
put my toe in the water, knowing that
be talking way less, your boy. Whew.
all right, I'm starting to get some progress. I know where I'm at. I know where my end goal is. It should happen around this time. Let me get a taste of what the reaction might be. Let me see if people are even going to care as much or what it's going to be like. I knew people would talk about it. I just didn't know to what extent. And so that's when I decided to take like a cheat week or whatever. Maybe it was 2 weeks. So when I had my cheat week,
It's also the thing is, it's only that's only the people still care. If I haven't filmed in so long, am I still able to understand how this works? B, and not just that, is I'm presenting a completely different content. Do people care about the healthy Nick or they don't care?
I would have a week, I'd film some videos, and I would spread them out throughout 2023 when I was like, I lost 89 pounds. So that is how that unraveled as well.
Dude was playing chess while the rest of us were playing checkers. He played us like a violin, and Nick loves the violin.
Oh, that's sweet.
Many of you might not remember this from the Nick Expanded Universe, the lore, but he was actually an incredible violin player. He was more decorated than like Captain America in terms of accolades when it came to this. Like in his field of violin, he was a very well-regarded, talented player. And he came out here and just Gangnam styled on us. He really did play us like a sweet melody on that.
But at the same time, I can remember what he said at the beginning, which is the sad part. You could make it a living there. See, a lot of people don't know that, but Nick was really broke. Really, really broke. Really broke. And didn't have a penny. He lived at Orland's parents. They fed him. They housed him. And they're when you're that poor, when you're that broke, when you can't eat because you're too broke, something happens to you, and you're like, I'll never be broke again.
Instrument.
It was a long 8 years, wasn't it? It was a long 8 years. That's a soft spot in my heart. And some of my most fondest moments of my life that bring me so much joy and brings tears to my eyes just thinking and looking back is being on stage in a theater. Not a big old arena with, Taylor Swift on 100,000 people. I mean like an intimate theater with 1,000 people, 800 people. And you're performing, and there's this element in this air. There's this spark, this level of energy between the stage and the...
At the same time, I don't think Nick is gonna get the amount of views he was getting before. I don't think it's possible, but if he's happy with a small audience, then who cares, right?
Audience. It is, my opinion, better than the movies. It's better than what you see on TV. It's actually what humans have always done since the beginning of time until technology. I go back to the Romans. They had the theater, and they had all the forms of entertainment were live. I really want to get back into it. I think now, especially since I'm not 400 pounds, it's a lot easier to travel. I would love to do...
I don't know if we'll be able to do a job. If it's his own boss, yes, but as a performer, but at the same time, we're seeing so many YouTubers that become like artists, so we could do it like that, but I don't think Nick Perry would be higher because they know him as Nicola Avocado.
even if it's just like meet and greets. And I guess this is my way of kind of putting a feeler out there. Would you guys want to see me perform? Would you want to meet me? Would you want to? I mean, when I go to the airports and people come up to me and take photos and give me a hug, and it feels good for me too to be like, wow, these are the viewers. Now I can see you, because
Not the same thing.
before it's
They're seeing the YouTuber, not the vanist.
just looking at a screen, and this is the real connection
That's it,
that
the
I
last one.
never you just don't get from YouTube unless you do like VidCon or you do tours. So I kind of want to. I think I want to explore this, and I want to know if you guys would be interested.
His audience is extremely supportive. They are very receptive to this, cheering him on in a big way, pumping their fist and celebrating this. The video on his main channel about it is exploding. The video on his second
At
channel
the very same time, Nick really has some loyal fan. Nick made a mukbang with a fan. Nick remembered his first subscriber. Nick remembered the people that were there for him, for you now, which was 4 or 5 years ago. It was during the pandemic. You know? And it's nuts because you're in the position of, holy shit, those people were there for me. And you remember that, and that's a quality of, do I think that, that's my problem also. We'll finish with this because it's almost finished. But with Nick, the same thing is, believe it or not, I think this Nick is nice, but I don't know. Is he always nice, or is right now it's nice because he's back to it and he missed it, and he's back to being himself and he can finally do what he wants because he's not gonna get called fat anymore? I don't know.
is exploding. He's made 2 videos and his community is showing nothing but love and oodles of support for this. And it's what people have said for a long time, that if Nick actually did go through this weight loss journey, it'd probably be extremely good for him. Like, not only health-wise, but like in terms of his channels and like his community. It's inspirational. Like, people would love to see that, and I think it's clearly showing here.
I want to say thank you to all of you too, because I know I've been pretty distant. I kind of just put out the videos, I'm 2 steps ahead,
But-
and then just kind of
At the same time, if you show that you lost some weight, people wouldn't have been such shocked, and it wouldn't have been the same sentiment.
ate the noodles and didn't really talk much. I just want to say thank you. Yeah, the community, all the people here who are excited to see me physically well, excited to see me take off the mask, kind of put down the acting. Many didn't realize I was. Some did. I think people, I get the sense, are just overjoyed to kind of see me just we did it. Let's take a chill pill now.
You know,
Also, a shout out to him because he hasn't mentioned merch once. He hasn't mentioned his cameo once, which is, it's really cool.
like, he can still keep doing mukbangs the same way he was before, but now in a healthier place. And like I said last time, when he had lost, I think it was like 89 pounds at the time, he seems happier. You know, like I'm
And I am. I've always been a twink at heart. But yeah, I'm just so happy to feel like this is me. This is me. Listen, you're
It's a
gonna
lot of pressure. It's not only the pressure of having to be you, but when everybody's around you and throwing you tomatoes and potatoes and avocados, pun intended. But it's a hard thing to look at yourself in the mirror and have self-love. See, I believe that there's no matter, and I saw something today where people are saying every people that discover something we're called crazy. There's always going to be people that are going to see that. I made a video yesterday where I entered a comment on TikTok, and for some reason TikTok took my voice and I was just talking and they copyrighted it. And it's a gaming channel. Long story short, we have 2 channels. The main one, what you're watching now, and the gaming channels. And the gaming channels is actually pretty new. It is like a year old versus 3 years and a half for the channel, the main channel. The main channel is 9 May 2021. The YouTube channel is, the gaming channel is December 2023. And the fun part is, the actual really fun part is, like, I put content out every single day, right? And I put out a video yesterday. Again, I was trying to the comments, and there was no sound because it was copyrighted. That channel, that TikTok channel, received, that I checked, I had in a span of 4 months where I actually upload content, In the span of 4 months, I received 7 comments. Yesterday on that video where there was no sound, I received 4 comments. People they don't really want to succeed positivity. They're more so being a troll. But maybe that's on TikTok, you know?
Feel better when you're not harboring around too much weight. I mean, everyone feels better. And so, yeah, I feel a lot happier. And they're so connected. How you look and your weight can affect how you feel.
Of course.
Even if you're in control, I had to push myself very hard in bed to keep it going.
He seems happier at lower weights. Like, in the content where he weighs less, he actually just seems like a happier person.
That's what I said when he started the content. You look better. I like that Nicole Cado more. There was a time where it was still kind of heavy, you know, and he really changed. But before that, he was really chill.
At least that's the impression I get watching it. So it's really something to celebrate here with what Nick has been able to accomplish. And I really am happy to see that the reception to it has been overwhelmingly positive. It is incredible work. This is an effort that is extremely impressive. I'd be really interested to see what he did to lose all of that weight so quickly. I think that'd be really interesting.
I don't know if he filmed or something because everybody's saying the same thing.
Content if he talked about it.
Some people, I don't think Charlie is insinuating that right now, but some people think that he had a operation, but I don't believe it. And a lot of people, they want to see that because it's not so much showing that you can lose the weight, it's how did you do it, because you want to help people out.
Or, showcased, maybe some of the things he was doing for cardio, or if he was doing weight training, what that looked like. I think it'd be really good bangers, if he made content around that as well. While still, of course, having mukbang be the bread and butter.
I think this is a good way to wrap it up and to let you know I have part 3. Click the link if you want to check it out, and we're going to continue with this conversation, and let's take it up from there. So I'm going to put it here, and you can go see part 3.
No, I want to see part 3, my Nick, but I'm tired as fuck by doing.
The history of YouTube
I'm tired as
began
fuck by doing.